Good morning. So what we have here is on the Super Custom. We've got our 1995 Super Custom. And the problem we have water coming in from this corner right up here when it rains real heavy. So obviously a sunroof can leak sometimes. This time it's not leaking. The water is not draining out of the tray. So let me show you what we have. So up here you'll see a tray right here. It allows the water that comes in around the seal to go into the tray and find a path to the ground without going into the car. You can see right here we have one of our holes to our drain tubes. That one is open. We have one on the other side. There's one at each four corners. But this side here was not draining fast enough. So when it would rain, because the seal is old, it would fill up this tray faster than it could drain it. This is my little test. It's just a hose. You stick it in there and you turn it on a little bit. Let's see what I found. So we're gonna go underneath the car. When you go underneath the car, you're gonna see some tubes. The tube we're looking for is this one right here. It's called the drain tube. Nothing fancy, it's just a tube. It goes through a grommet like this that used to be fixed in here. Now the challenge is that this grommet has actually encouraged this tube to be at somewhat of an angle like this. And the rest of the tube coming down the wall is going up and down. So what you can see just a little bit is that the tube is pinching itself off when it's in the grommet sitting like this. All right, so it's not a good thing to have it pinched off right here, because then the water wasn't draining fast enough. So what I did is I took a small piece of weed eater line and strung it all the way up through here, all the way up to the sunroof, and it wasn't clogged. So it was, in fact, it was just this choking off or reducing the amount of water that could flow through it. So what I've decided to do is simply to cut this piece. This is an old vehicle, guys. We don't have to have it perfect. We want it nice, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So obviously there's rust that keeps this from being watertight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the piece right here. I'm gonna push it back into here so that it can hang straight down as naturally as can be. So I don't want to cut it so short that I can't ever reach it again. So I'm just going to cut it like that, and I'm going to push it in there. And now I'm using my fingers to straighten that hose so that it's not blocked off anymore, so that the water can flow down it very well. It's a little tricky to get in there with your fingers and undo a flattened piece. We just need it to drain as much water as possible. Then we can fix this grommet back in here for future use. If this doesn't work, I can revisit this by buying a 90-degree elbow and fixing it to that rubber piece in there. Then it can come out here and just drain. But look, all of this is getting rusty. A little extra water is not gonna hurt it. We're right behind the tire. This gets sprayed with water anyways. It's a 1995. If we were gonna do a bunch of body work and re-weld all this, then yeah, we would wanna fix the hose perfectly. But I'm just not that concerned about it, because guess what? This is real life. Thanks for watching. Maybe this can help you guys. I'll leave the